I'm Megan, and I'm with Milo and Leela, and we're all feeling the stress and tension of the fall season in the Northern Hemisphere. So, if you know what it means to experience Vata derangement, that may be why you're here. And if not, I'll give you a short explanation. In the science of Ayurveda, which is the medicinal side of yoga, we talk about different seasons. And the fall season is windy and dry. You might notice that you don't sleep as well, your skin gets dry, and we tend to be mentally more anxious. So, on the nervous system level, cortisol running through our bodies. And it has a lot to do with that change of the seasons. So, I've found in all the years of my practice, it really helps me to slow down and do a practice on the ground, either before bed or in the afternoon, to let some of that stress and anxiety go. So, even if it's not fall, this is a good practice for you to soothe your nervous system. And I'm going to really recommend that you have something padded underneath you. You could even do this in your bed. I also have here a couple of blankets, one nice big heavy one, because Vata also makes us cold, so we want to keep ourselves warm and hydrated. I also have an eye pillow. If you don't have an eye pillow or something to put over your eyes, you could also just use a washcloth. I've got heavy bolsters, so we want to feel like we're warm and grounded. Think of your favorite soup. We want to have our body feel like that. So grab a couple props, and I'll meet you on the ground. And we come down to a position where the back and spine and the hips are completely supported, feet on the ground, so we can feel that earth element in the ground. So the Vata is the air and the ether. We want to feel that ground underneath the feet and the back and the spine. And as you're there, so the Vata really has a hard time staying still. It's that creativity, which we love. That's the good part about it. But when it's out of balance, it can't stop moving. That includes the body and the mind. But don't limit yourself. If you need to take a little squiggle and wiggle, especially as we're getting started, do that for a moment. Wiggle around. Let yourself feel the ground by moving your body. Be playful and curious. Slide around. And then we'll lift the feet up off the ground and just take your hands to your kneecaps. And with your legs and hips relaxed, use your arms to make little circles with your knees. As you're doing that, notice how your tailbone lifts up, comes back down towards the earth. Just feeling that relationship between the back, your hips, and the ground. You might find that your head wants to roll from side to side too. Whatever your movement is, what I try to do is I try to cut the movement in half. So if my tendency is to go really fast and big circles, can I go a little bit slower and smaller circles? So it's the do less, but more of a moving meditation. And you can go both directions. And then hug your knees into your chest. You can hold your shins or the backs of the thighs. And feel like you're just giving yourself a comfortable squeeze. Maybe rocking on your spine side to side. Just letting your spine get to know the earth a little bit more. That's like you're soothing yourself. We don't need to sit in a still meditation because sometimes that has the opposite effect. It can actually make us more anxious. So just gentle little movements with awareness. Bring yourself into your body and feel. And we're going to do what I call the leg drop. So begin to take both legs up towards the ceiling. And if you're tight through your hamstrings, you don't have to fully extend your knees, but see where they want to go. Maybe while you're up there, move your toes, roll your ankles around. And if it's okay, close your eyes to do this. So instead of watching it, you're feeling it. It's one of the ways we start to quiet the nervous system is bring ourselves inward Just moving your toes and ankles. And then sensing that your back body still feels supported. Notice your breath. Just when you're breathing in and when you're breathing out. We don't need to change our breath, just your natural breath. But every time you breathe out, imagine that your feet are heavy and just slightly let your thighs and legs, feet drop towards your body. So breathe in and notice the position. And breathe out, slowly let the legs fall, maybe just a little bit at a time. Breathe in and hold that position. Breathe out, let them fall. So I like to think we'll maybe take somewhere around 7 to 10 breaths to let the legs fall. Maybe the thighs fall towards your ribs first, or the shins fall towards the backs of the thighs. It doesn't matter. You're just kind of letting gravity have its way with you on the exhalation. Think of gravity letting your body release. And then once you're fully relaxed, place your feet on the ground, whatever distance feels good to you. Take your arms out to your sides, just let your shoulder blades relax into the ground. And now as you exhale, let both knees fall to one side. Inhale, come back to the center, and exhale to the other side. Just feeling that light little stretch through one side of the body. Your head may want to turn, or it can stay still. Giving yourself permission to do just enough so you're creating sensation, not overdoing. And then back to the center. So one of the things I find with Vata practices is if I can repeat things so that my brain really knows them instead of constantly doing something new, then it almost bores the mind, which is good because boring can actually be calming. So we're going to repeat what we just did. So lifting the feet off the ground, starting with hands on the knees. Go ahead and make circles again, using your arms. Maybe you're making the same movement, but you pick a different point for awareness. So if last time you were noticing your sacred sacral bone in the back, you might notice your buttocks or even your knees themselves. And you can go both directions. Like if you were a baby and somebody was soothing you. And then pausing again, hug the thighs in. You're welcome to hold the backs of the thighs or your shins and do a little bit of rocking on your spine side to side. I really like the feel of the softness of this sheepskin underneath me. It's very comforting, encourages that relaxation. And then coming to the center, pause just for a moment. So we try to, as the practice goes on, sneak in moments of stillness. So pausing just for a moment to feel. And again, we'll take the legs up towards the ceiling. You might want to play with the toes and the ankles again. So this is not a practice for overachieving. Underdo. And then feel your legs in space. Think of the quality of the air on your skin or your clothing. Sometimes I do this in my pajamas and I like to feel the pajamas fall down my legs when my legs go up. So all those little sensations that we create, and we'll slowly let the legs drop again. So each time you breathe out, think of the heaviness of your body, and particularly your thighs, your shins, your feet, just slowly falling towards your body. Breathe in and find that position and hold. The other thing is, but you can vary it by bringing your legs closer together or wider apart, just a little variance for the hips. But you're slowly giving up control of the holding the legs. feeling the support of the ground and falling into that support. Connect every exhalation with that feeling of gravity, heaviness, but the kind of heaviness that makes you feel safe and warm and comfortable. Once your legs have landed, you can pause for a moment. And then taking the feet back to the floor. So we'll do another round of windshield wipers, but you can change it just by bringing your feet closer together, further apart. Maybe your feet are further from your body, so you can make those variances. I like to take my arms out to the sides. Exhale, let both legs fall one way. Inhale, that little bit of effort to pick them back up. And exhale the opposite direction. See if you want to feel the back of the skull rolling in the ground from side to side. That's one of the things that can help us to calm, is just to feel your skull, particularly the back of the brain. That animal reptilian part of our brain, letting it sense the support. And then coming back to the center. We'll pause again. You can keep the knees bent, or if you feel like it'd be better to take your legs out straight for a moment, I like to let the knees fall together. See if you can take just a few moments in stillness. And your mind will wander. That's normal. There's no scolding or punishing yourself. You're the only one that knows. But come back. Find even those little sensations that are present in stillness. And then we're going to do one more round of what your body already knows. Yes, boring the body perhaps. Minimal movement. Lifting the feet up. You can take your hands to your knees. So this is another one. Your thighs could be closer together, wider apart. You can vary it a little bit. But use your arms to slowly roll your thighs, your hips around. Maybe you're noticing that you can slow down the motion and go deeper. Option to go in both directions. Can you sense that your feet are heavy and your lower legs are just hanging? And your arms are in control of your thighs and your hips. Nice way to soothe the belly too. We can also often have digestive issues, bloating when we have too much cortisol, that high anxiety state of the Vata. And then we'll pause, see if you can just be still for a moment, holding the backs of the thighs, your shins, or if this time you want to come into more of like a happy baby position, you could take your hands to your thighs with the feet up, or hands to your feet. A lot of people like to just gently rock on this one. So this is bringing that rocking on the spine in. Just a different foot position. If your brain does start to go off to some other place, your to-do list, anything like that, feel the floor. Use the floor for feedback. Notice your breath. Feel the temperature of your breath on the edges of your nostrils. One more rock. And see if you can pause if you've been moving. Maybe send your breath into any of the places where you feel spacious. Just invite them to relax on the exhalation. It's an invitation, not an expectation. And then last time we'll go into the extension of the legs, so reaching up through your feet. You can be playful with the feet and ankles again. You might even move your legs a little bit while you're up there. So keeping it simple, but just enough that your brain is staying interested. And then find that place where you want to do your leg drop. So feel the weight of the feet, the lower legs, the upper thighs, and find your breath. Sometimes placing your hands on your upper and lower abdomen is nice too. Breathing to the abdomen helps to bring that relaxation. It brings us into the parasympathetic, the relaxation state. So as you breathe out, let the legs fall. Breathe in, feel that gentle rise in the abdomen. Breathe out. Sense the way the abdomen just naturally releases and empties. And as you empty, the thighs fall. No hurry. Can you feel the weight of your thigh bones and your shins? Not doing, but undoing. And eventually letting the legs completely relax. Notice if your face feels softer, your brow, your forehead. And then we'll do one more round of the windshield wiper movement. But an option to just change it a little bit would be take your right ankle on your left thigh or cross your right thigh on your left. One or the other of those might feel better for you. Remember, we're looking to relax, not stimulate. So what's less stimulating for you? Sense just your left foot on the ground, big toe, little toe side, and as you exhale, fall to one side. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, fall to the other side. So this practice is much more about your nervous system, finding that space of calm and comfort, than trying to stretch the body per se, but also giving you the opportunity to release any of that. Sometimes it feels like there's energy stuck in us, just like that wind swirling around in the fall, carrying all those leaves. It's like we've got those leaves swirling around inside of us. We're just letting them fall to the ground. If in this movement at any point you just want to be still, please listen to your body and do that. More stillness is more soothing. Come back to the center. We're going to pause for what I call the magic moment, so you can keep your knees bent or extend your legs. I can meet Leela here with some nice softness on my feet. Magic moment, we just notice. Notice any changes in the two sides of your body and your hips. So you keep your brain present in your body just by letting it compare the two sides. Does one side feel longer, shorter, looser, tighter, or heavier, lighter? The inner awareness builds in this time of stillness. Feel the back of your skull still resting and the whole spine supported. And just sense any differences in your two legs and hips. If you feel like your Vata ever starts to get the best of you, I do little things like just moving the fingers or the toes. Don't restrain yourself if it makes you anxious. And then we'll come back to feet on the ground, knees bent. So last time we had the left foot on the floor, so I invite you to cross the left ankle on the right thigh, or back of the left thigh on the right, whichever one feels better. You can try them both on. And as you exhale, let your knees fall one way. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, knees the other way. Just taking your time. See if your skull responds and wants to rock. Really switching your goal. Instead of doing a practice so much for the physical body, think of it as a practice for your nervous system. To calm and clear, for the energy of your body to feel grounded. Wouldn't it be nice if we could be like our dogs, take our walk and just sleep anywhere? Go from those states of complete action and reaction to complete relaxation. And opportunity to stop anywhere along the way. And then coming back, you can pause, uncross the legs. Take one big full body yawn while we're still on our back. So as you breathe in, think of reaching through your arms. Breathe in. Let your mouth stretch, maybe reach through your legs, feel your back arch. Breathe out. Sigh out the mouth and let it all go. Just see where your body lands. You want to do that again. So if your mind gets a little bit busier, one more time, full body on, reach for your arms and your legs. You can tighten all your muscles because that's showing you've still got control, right? Sometimes it's hard to let go of that control. But squeeze, tighten, lengthen, and then as you breathe out, let go. Let go of any effort. Release. I'm going to invite you to turn onto one side of the body. And rather than me directing you, I'm going to let you choose which side you go on, right or left. So when you do this one, though, you may find you want to have a blanket or a pillow or something underneath you. Leela thinks I need a little help here. So I'm coming on, I'm on my left side, but you're choosing the side that suits you. So that's part of it, is you choosing what's best for you. Trust yourself. And come onto your side. And then see if you want to hug your knees in towards your body, just like when we were on our back. Sort of roll into a little ball. We'd say a fetal curl. Rolling into that fetal curl. And close yourself up in the front body and feel the back body spacious. The body supported through the ground on one side or the other. Just image yourself from your tailbone all the way to the base of the skull. See if you can breathe into the back body. You're breathing up and down your spine. Breathing into your sacral bone in the back, your kidneys. Send some love to your adrenal glands. To the back of the heart between the shoulder blades. Back of the skull. You can see your breath as a color and you're just breathing to your backside. Find yourself in your back, and we're just going to do a very simple movement. Whichever side of your body is on top, left or right, as you breathe in, begin to reach through that top arm and leg. So I sometimes call this big and small. Let yourself stretch, feel the spaciousness through that top side. And as you breathe out, pull back in into that little curl however you want. Breathe in and reach out. So again, we've got that control, the ability to move. Breathe out and pull in. That's really the pattern. The inhalation takes us outward, it's expansion. And the exhalation is the compression, taking us inward, the gravity. Levity and gravity. Just see how much movement you need. Does your head want to respond? Or if there's any pulling in the shoulder, you could just take your hand to your shoulder, reach for your elbow. You could take your leg way back if you want to stretch your thigh more. Maybe you sat a lot today. How far out do you go before you come back in? You might hang in one of those positions and just breathe. And continuing to take a few more in motion. Or you might find that fetal position and curl up. And in that curl, you could gently rock your body. You can undulate your spine. I like to take my top thigh and rub it on my bottom thigh, like you're stirring your hip. You could also stir the top shoulder a little bit. But if you find you're going right into stillness, let that happen. Stir or still. Maybe a little combination of the two. And then just say thank you to whichever side of your body is down on the ground for supporting you. We're going to roll back onto the back body to take the magic moment. Notice any differences in the two sides. So this is just that time for the nervous system to be present in sensation in your body, right side, left side. Noticing any similarities, any differences. Has your breath changed in any way? Is it landing in a different space? Or is it softer or deeper? There's not a right or wrong. Just trust that your nervous system will choose what it needs, especially with the breath. We don't have to ask it. And then we're going to be going to the opposite side. If for any reason you want to go to the same side again, then do that. But I'm going to switch. I was on my left side last time, so now I'm going to my right side. So I get to be head to head with Miss Leela over here. Always nice to practice with your animals. They're so grounding, our guardians of being. So coming onto your second side, feel free to support your head in any way that feels good to you. And see if you can draw your legs in, round your spine. So finding that familiar fetal position. Just settling into that. Maybe a little bit of rocking to start. And find yourself again in your back body. Can you locate the back of the pelvis, sacral bone? Send some relaxing juju to your kidneys. They're doing all that cleansing for you. Your adrenal glands, giving them a little holiday. Breathe into the backs of the ribs and the heart. Let your shoulders relax. Let go of any burdens. You might even physically feel the movement of your back body. See if you can breathe all the way to the back of your brain. And feeling that comfort and support in the bottom side of your body. Locate yourself in the top side, whichever leg and arm is on top. And as you breathe in, begin to explore how far out do you want to go. Maybe it's just a little bit. Breathing in and going out, breathing out and coming back in. We're not thinking of it as a stretch, it's an exploration. Going out and coming in. You might find that one side wants a bigger or smaller movement than the other. I'm noticing this side is happy to do a little bit less. Maybe that's because I've got this friendly, soft dog here. And one of the signs for me that I'm staying in that parasympathetic, the relaxation response, is that I can keep a soft smile on my face. Your lips will never lie. Your jaw is soft and relaxed. Forehead smooth. Just noticing what it feels like to go out and come back in. Feel free to take one or two more, stopping anywhere along the way. Exploring your body through space and compression, and then coming back to that place of compression. Give yourself a little hug. Come into that fetal curl. You might want to rub your top thigh on your bottom thigh. Nice way to move the hip. You could also move from the hip, stirring the hip. You could roll your shoulder. Can you let this movement be a meditation? And pausing to be still in that fetal curl, if even just for a moment, maybe gently rocking yourself again. Anytime you want, you can breathe into the back body through your nose, into the back of the brain and the spine. Might breathe out and make the shh sound as if you're calming yourself. When we try to soothe a child, we make this shh sound, right? And breathing in your nose and calming your own nervous system. Just noticing where that lands for you in your body. Last movement we'll do, we're going to come up to all fours. Sometimes what helps me too is when I give that cue and I know where I'm going, I try to picture myself doing it. Is it something I want to do? How can I get there without shaking up the snow globe? So what's the least amount of movement, the most easeful way to go from being on your side to being on your knees? And because we're really not looking at movement as much as soothing the body, you're welcome to keep your forearms on the ground here as opposed to coming onto your hands, but do what suits you. Feel that back body again. And as you breathe in, arch your back like a cat. Imagine breathing into the back of the body. And as you breathe out, just release. Let the body fall towards the ground. So just like we let the legs fall so you can be on your forearms, breathe in and arch. Feel the space in the back of the spine. Breathe out. let go of all effort. Breathing into the back body. Fill the backs of the lungs, the ribs. Spread your shoulder blades. Breathe out and relax. So the second part that we can add on to this, you're going to breathe in, if you'd like, to the back body and breathe out, not pushing back, but just let your hips fall back towards your heels. If your knees agree to that fall, you might let your forehead fall to the ground, or if it doesn't hit the ground, put that blanket there to support your head in any way you want. So you could even put it higher like this. So coming up and arching the back, either on your arms or your forearms or your hands. And then breathing out, falling back. Just feel that nice spaciousness in the back body. Breathing in, opening the back body. Breathing out, landing. Sense the way the front body is secure and safe and protected. So the front of our body is about here and now. It's how we present ourselves in our earth suit. And our back body is more of the shadow side. It tends to carry the weight of the world. So letting all of that go each time you fall back. Create that space. And maybe on one of these times when you fall back, you just want to be still. You can have your knees together, knees wide apart. Again, that's your personal preference, wherever you want to be. I tend to like to gently rock my hips side to side. Roll the forehead into the blanket. So not completely giving into stillness. Recognizing I have control. Those states of anxiety come up when we're having that Vata derangement because we feel like we're out of control. We've lost control. So finding control of your own body. Doing the minimal. Let yourself to breathe a few more times into the back body. Full awareness and gratitude. Breathing into the kidneys, the adrenal glands. And then once again, without shaking up the snow globe, we're going to come out of this position and come back onto our backs. We're going to set up for our final relaxation. So take your time. Move as slowly as you want. Use your arms. You can even let your head hang. I like to take my hand to my forehead and push my head back up. So I'm going to give you some options for our final relaxation. And if you have the time, just let this video run out and stay here as long as you'd like. I'll probably do a few minutes with you and then call it on the video. But I'm going to set you up so that you can be here longer, keep nourishing yourself, soothing yourself. So the first thing is to take a blanket and open it up long and fold it so it's about this wide, about a foot. That is going to be our energy helmet. If you'd like a pillow, you can also put the pillow on there. You should choose the leg position that feels best for you. So if you like things like Vata Konasana with the soles of the feet together, because that feels soothing, you could do that, but I'd recommend you support your knees. You could also just take the legs long, again, maybe supporting the backs of the knees or thighs. Put a blanket on, a nice, big, thick, warm blanket. Like think of these dogs here with all their fur to keep themselves warm and snuggly. So you put the blanket on. I've got my eye pillow. And then before you lose me and can't see me anymore, what we're doing with the other blanket is you're going to do the energy helmet, place your head on the blanket, and then take the one side and wrap it around. It's going to go around your ear and the side of your face, cross your heart so you feel even warmer up there. So the idea is the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. We're going to close off the doors to our senses. So then the other side too, you're going to do the same thing. You may not be able to hear me anymore. That's okay. So close off those doors to your senses. Put that eye pillow on or a cloth over your eyes. If you can have somebody do this for you, that's great. And see if you can just close yourself off physically to the outer world with the blankets, the eye pillows. Invite yourself inside. If at any point you feel like it's not enough stimulation, remember you have the control of coming into your breath. Encourage you to breathe to your abdomen. You can place your hands on your abdomen and feel the rise and fall. Let your muscles relax. Sometimes to do that, it helps to visualize your bones. Think of your bones as holding that energy of the earth. They're heavy, just like the earth itself. And they hold you in place. Visualize your bones. And know that it's normal if your mind wanders off. Just bring it back. There's no scolding or judgment. Bring it back into your breath, into the sensations in your body. Noticing the ground underneath you. If at any time you find any places in your body that don't seem to let go into the ground, to receive the support of the ground, just picture them in your mind's eye as you breathe in. As you breathe out, send the invitation for them to relax. Just the thought of relaxing. Allowing you to be in silence. Just continue to be present in your body. Even if it's just a few drips from time to time of a feeling of stillness, spaciousness, grounding. That inner soothing that you create just by offering yourself this time in your body. Let it drip in like a nectar. The sweet nectar filling your body. I encourage you to please stay here for as long as you'd like. When you are ready to move and get up, take a moment first to notice how you feel. And know that this space of relaxed awareness is your true nature. It's a place that you created for yourself. You don't have to leave it behind. Bring it with you. When you are ready to come out, take your time unfurling yourself, uncovering yourself, letting the light back in. Or perhaps it's dark and you go straight to bed. Even better. Thank you for joining me for this Vata practice. I hope that it does help you to pacify your Vata and find more comfort in this fall season, to lessen your anxiety. Additionally, if you're interested in learning more about the doshas and somatic yoga, the way that I practice it, I do offer teacher trainings both in person and online. Peace, joy, love, and light. And thank you again, Patreons, for all your support.